Did you just do the alphabet backwards?
Yeah, I can do the alphabet backwards
man,
really, really fast. It's my secret talent.
That's bad.
Wait,
Getting
can
out of
I do it
DUIs
faster?
is
You're
your
deep down the
secret
bottle.
Let me do it faster. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA. Thank you.
Gotta stop drinking. No, I'm just,
When I was like 14 years old, I was panicked that I was one day, I wasn't drinking, obviously.
Yeah.
I was a pastor's kid. I was like, I'm going to get pulled over. I better know how to do this. So I would like practice it. So I just know the alphabet backwards really well.
Our music teacher taught us that my freshman year, I think.
Yeah. Anxiety is a hell of a drug.
No, definitely.
ZYXWVUTSRQPMLOMNL.
NML.
That's still impressive.
JIH
KJ.
KJHID.
Wait, no. JIHG.
Crazy.
FEDCBA.
Cool. So neither of us knew it, actually.
I can't do it in parts.
No, you go. Let me do it this fast.
Let me do it this fast, I can do it straight, and then you can't double check my work.
No, that's crazy.
Okay, your turn.
Oh,
Try
I got nothing. I got.
He goes
I got
10, 9, 8.
Start at Z.
I can do
Just start at
ZYX
Z.
and then that's it. ZYX and after that
Try counting back from H.
I'm getting the DUI.
HGFEDCBA.
See, I can't even off the top of my head.
You
I
have to
couldn't
have a
tell you you're
photographic
wrong.
memory, and some of us are just blessed.
Oh my God. I heard that about you, pastor kids.
Yeah, we're horrible on the inside. Anyway.
What's your new job, Dante?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
It's probably a bad place to do that. That's fair.
Yeah, it's awful. As far as everyone knows, I work at the Yuck Yuck Shack. Everybody
sure
knows I work
does.
at the comedy club, and that's it. That's
He's
all
a working
you need to
comic.
know.
That's what
No
I've
one
heard.
needs to know what I do by day. It's horrific. No, I'll tell you off camera. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. It ain't nothing crazy.
That's
I ain't gonna lie. When I was looking, you know where I applied because we were right near it. I applied to the Glock factory, the gun factory. I was gonna try and get in on that, man. I was gonna try and get in
Oh
on
my
that.
God.
What do they sell there?
No, like Glock, they make guns.
make the
They
guns?
I know,
They
that's
make the
what-
guns. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Gun
They
factory.
make gun sausage there. Yeah, that's they make gun sausage.
You know, I also call this is the gun factory.
Nice.
Over here, me in the gym.
that's
Are you
good.
going to my house?
Me in the gym.
You mean my gym?
I'm going to the gun
I
factory.
said my house. That's
Go to the
terrible.
Glock factory.
Y'all ever worked at a factory?
I have never worked at a factory. No.
It's awful.
I have heard.
You get like into this like robot state.
Mm-hmm.
You just clock out. You know, like this is bad, but you know, you almost like fall asleep when you're dry. You don't really fall asleep, but you go, oh wow, I don't really remember
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes. Like that's how it is at like
Oh
a
my
factory.
gosh, you're
Or
just, like,
do-
disassociating?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah,
One
it's bad.
task at a time. Like
One task
repeatedly.
at a time.
My cousin became a welder and he started working at a factory, and he was like, "Actually, I'm never welding again. I can't do it. I can't
It's
do it
rough.
anymore. It's hard."
Work. I used to clean off beer cans at a brewery. That's probably the closest to like repetitive work like that.
No,
We're
that
just
sounds like a
standing on
factory
there
job.
for like just cans falling at a time as they're brewing it in
I think
house.
breweries count as factories.
I think so.
It's a
Yeah.
factory of barley.
I'm a blue collar gal. I'm a blue
You
collar girl.
are.
I'm a blue collar
You
girl.
are.
I think everybody who does comedy, you got to be blue collar. I feel like
Yeah. You have to have at least blue
least
collar
a sense of-
sensibilities.
yeah.
It is kind of scary. I feel like most comics that have like a steady job or like a full on career are teachers.
yeah,
Which is-
yeah. Like if a comedian isn't like struggling, starving artist status, and they have a day job, it's usually like usually a really respectable job, like teacher or what's another one that
Lawyer? There's a
be like
couple lawyer comics,
IT,
too.
or like it's crazy.
Not me. I've got 35 jobs.
Nice, same.
I had a job.
You had a job.
I was so close
Since
to
our
keeping
roast,
it.
since our roast, you roasted me for not having a job, and then now look how the turntables. Okay,
That's
It was
crazy.
my first
roommate
time
used to say
getting
that.
fired ever.
Oh, that's
really?
Yes, I felt
I don't think I've ever been fired either. I've rage quit many jobs.
Yeah, I've quit every job I've ever
rage
had.
quit.
Yeah.
Dang.
I even
first
walked
time.
into this one. I was like, they don't know. I don't get fired. I quit. And it's like,
And then they were
Whammed
like,
you.
"Just kidding."
in 50 Shades of Grey, and they're like, I don't have sex. I fuck. I'm like, I don't get fired. I quit. They
kicked
fired
out
me
of-
so fast too. I didn't make it 6 months.
Oh yeah, you get petty.
Didn't make it 6 months.
I've been kicked out of nicer places than this.
Yeah.
Speaking of fire, welcome to Dante's Inferno's podcast. This is the hottest show in the game. Got two of the coolest comedians around that I know. Welcome Emily Nellestein and Leah Marie to Dante's Inferno.
Hey.
Yeah, that was a good one. I thank you for queuing me up like that.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
No, this is two of the flamers that we had on the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how was y'all's experience on Dante's Inferno Comedy Roast Showcase? How'd y'all like it?
I had a blast.
Nice.
I had a blast. I was shitting myself up until 2 seconds before we came on stage,
Same.
and then it was really fun.
We were so nervous because we kept calling each other before. I'm like, I don't want to say anything bad about you. Even funny. I hate this. I hate this so much. Even on stage looking at you, I'm like, don't take any of this seriously.
My favorite was
This is all
watching
for
back
fun.
your face going like over and over and over was so funny because you were like, that's a good joke, but I don't want to hurt you.
Well, like there was like relief in my body. I kept loosening up every time you said something mean. I was like, oh, that was so mean. Good. Thank you. Good. Okay, good. She went as far as I wanted her.
Yeah.
I was like, I loved it. It's fun. I like this room too for it. It's nice and
It's a great
nice and
format
intimate.
for a
Yeah.
show too.
Nice, man. I appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all definitely lit it up. It was one of the highlights of the show for sure.
Well, you know,
It
the
was
people
funny,
were
too.
clamoring for the kiss tape as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely well demanded by the streets.
Yeah.
We had to give it to them. We had
We
to
had
feed the
to.
streets. that was dope. It was
We
like
hung out like a week after the roast.
Yeah.
We were at a bar and we were like, yeah, so we like kissed at the end, and everybody was like, where's the tape?
where's the tape?
I was like, chill. It'll be out when it's out.
Oh yeah, our man, shout out Cam Brown. He took his time making sure it looked
The
amazing
best.
for us. Cooked it up nicely.
He's just a shout out, Cam Brown. I think he is easily one of the best videographers in this city,
come on.
maybe that I've ever met. He's phenomenal. Punch Clip Media, shout out,
Clip
love
Media.
him.
Shout out Punch Clip Media.
Hire him.
He had our skin glowing on that.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was just looking.
Yeah.
Man, we was looking
Multi-cam
good.
setup.
Oh yeah.
Also, I love a camera guy named Cam.
Yeah, come
How
on,
fun.
man. That's fate. That's fate. that's
If only my name was also a
You
skill.
guys are a bunch of sheep. That's the Matrix.
the Matrix.
This is a glitch.
Sheep. Dante's
He's not real.
sheep inferno.
He's not real.
leading
Like
me
lambs
to the
He's
slaughter.
not even real.
No,
not
he's
even
a sweetheart too,
real.
which
He
is really
is.
nice. Do you know how hard it is to find people in comedy that are nice?
I know.
And funny?
And funny and
Nice
skilled.
and funny and good at what they do.
We're very lucky.
It's rough.
Atlanta has a lot of very sweet
And it's lit.
people.
Yeah.
I think it's
Atlanta's
that
lit.
Southern hospitality, and I started in Atlanta. I've lived around Atlanta most of my life. We've moved around a lot, but Atlanta is always home, and I found that even in comedy, it was just the whole culture around it is oftentimes like, let's just become friends.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy each other's company regardless. Even if I don't necessarily like every comic that I see, I generally like every person that I meet.
Nice.
There are a few exceptions, of course,
Right,
but
yeah.
you know.
As long as you
I
have
won't
a
tell.
respect for at least their attempt at
Yeah.
doing this thing.
Yeah.
Where's your comedy home? Is Atlanta home for you? Did you start somewhere else?
Oh, I actually started in Hawaii during COVID.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
I started in Honolulu
Nice.
in 2020.
That is a crazy.
No.
Yeah, that's a crazy time and place to start comedy. But that's
Yeah,
gotta be
I
the
started
best.
it in late 2020, in like August. It was in between. Yeah, it was July or August. It was in between shutdowns, and I saw there was an open mic, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna die, I want to do what I've always wanted to do. Like I've wanted to do this forever, and I never knew. Like my entire mindset was just school, and so I was like, I have no idea how to do comedy, but what I'm gonna, I don't know how, but it'll get figured out. And yeah, so an opportunity came up of like a random. Where was it? It was oh my God, you would have loved this place. It was a place, like the first open mic was at a place called the Dragon Room upstairs in Chinatown. And it was like this red room upstairs.
Upstairs bar.
It was
type
like a
stuff.
dragon room upstairs. It was like that.
It
That's
was
what
like
it was
a-
like.
It's
For the viewers, it was like a drag.
It's like an upstairs bar though.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
It
Them
was
is them is the
cool.
most fire places.
Yeah.
You feel like I don't know what upstairs bar just is like. It's a good place to do some stand up.
It was just fun. It's fun to just go somewhere separate, like somewhere go down or like go up, like just to kind of separate from the main level. It was fun to go through this door. I think it was like a red door facing the street too, and you would just walk in and immediately go up the staircase. So it was just fun. I was like, ooh, I feel like a comedian.
How'd it
Is
go?
this what comics do? This is so cool.
How'd it
And
go?
then,
Was it good?
I had fun, and I did good, I guess.
Well, as long as you got some laughs.
Yeah, I got
That's
a
all that
couple of
matters.
laughs.
You got some laughs
and
the
everyone was
first time,
so
that's a win.
supportive. Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone was very supportive. That's something that I've found in every city that I've done comedy in is like, and Atlanta too, where like everyone's so nice to people trying comedy for the first time.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy. It's so cool. Like, it's just cool. Everyone, no matter their level, like, is so supportive, I feel like, of
It's
the
not
newcomer.
until you start doing it for a few years. Then
Yeah.
they start to
Then
hate
they
you.
don't like
start
it.
going,
Right,
"All right,
exactly.
buddy."
But they're
That's what I
like,
know
this is
about
my first
stand-up.
time. And they're like, yeah. And then they
felt-
stick around. I'm like, oh,
I felt
this guy.
so cool because I hit 3 years the other day, and
Congrats.
thank you, thank you. I had a friend tell me, Leah, can you never do this one joke again? And I went, yes, fine. And I'm not listening, but I'm still gonna do it.
Nice.
But
Isn't it weird when you start memorizing other people's sets too?
girl, I can do half the comics in this scenes act. I have done too many open mics and done too many writers' rooms. I know everybody's acts at this point.
I've realized looking back at some of my films, some of my like sets, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm taking from Seven. Have you thought this?
You are.
I'm like, what the fucking shit, fucking goddamn government, fucking men. Holy shit.
We can get you with a water bottle on stage doing one of these. Splashing water
gallon.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. God
Seven-
bless America. Good night.
Seven is like an oracle in my life, honestly. I feel like I don't see him for months, and then I'll see him, and he'll say the most, like,
The realest shit.
the realest thing.
The realest
Oh my
shit.
God, my favorite Seven moment is I was doing a field day for Dynamic, and that was the one in May last year, and I'm a real aggressive sports player when I'm playing sports.
No.
I'm on, okay? Camp counselor. I'm
No.
going, get over here, you're out. I'm like yelling, right? And then I go straight from there to the Dynamic open mic. And I do my little like la 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 on stage, right? And so Seven's standing in the back and he's like going like this. All right. And then he talked to me after the mic and he goes, Leah, with that little thing you're doing on stage, that's all a fucking act. That's all a little act. I know you're really an alpha male and you need to start acting like it. And I was like, Seven, stop.
Boss, but he's
And I started taking his advice because I was like, actually, hold on. I do need to be more aggressive. Like, he's right. That is actually like more true to who I am.
Yeah.
And he said stuff that he says something to me every 6 months that really changes the game for me. And then I don't see him.
He's the best. He's got like, you don't see him often, but when you do.
You guys don't see. I've seen him out. I see him all the time.
Really?
I'm so serious.
He's like a mystical figure in the Atlanta comedy scene.
like
I've
a
seen
cryptid.
Seven out in like I've seen him at my Kroger at least 7 times.
Whoa.
I've seen him at my Kroger all the time.
Yeah.
And then I also see him somewhere by, it doesn't matter, but I've seen him out a lot. I've seen him when I was
He's
at work. I would
hilarious,
drive
man.
around in the truck and just look out. I'm like, that's Seven.
I love those
Like 8 in the
figures around. Atlanta's very much that because Atlanta's so drivable. You're not like walking everywhere. You're driving everywhere. So it's always funny when you run into the same like colorful character again and again.
It's like, this is the side of town you reside on.
Yeah, like there's that guy with the
I found you.
horn. Yeah,
I found you.
yeah, it's fun. They're like little living landmarks. And it's really fun.
Living
Man.
landmarks
I love
is
EAV
great.
for that reason.
That's a cool little section.
Ugh, EAV is so fun. I love being down there.
It was really nice.
I know.
That's the one that reminds me of Asheville the most. EAV. That's
Are you
like
from Asheville?
Yeah. That's where I started stand up.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Atlanta?
It'd be like a year and a 2 years. 2 years?
Oh.
Now? A year and a half, 2 years. I came here like 2024. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
It's about to be 2 years in April. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
me too. That was like
Nice.
the exact same time.
Nice.
Yeah. Why did you
Transplants.
did you meet? Have you been with Jazz before,
Yeah,
or did
yeah,
you
we
meet
met
her
in
here?
college.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Asheville was dope. I used to have to. I started stand up in college, and I drive like an hour to Asheville each time. That was the
Wow.
distance for the mic. It was a tough one, but that's
that-
why I came down here because it's like more emotion. More.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the most inconvenient thing you've done for a mic or a show? No, okay, show is
I got a
different.
speeding
People would do
ticket.
anything. Oh
Speeding
no,
ticket
for a
sucks.
mic.
Yeah, and I made it to the mic on time, but I was like the last one. The mic was about over. There was like 3 people in there. I still went up, but
Yep.
yeah, it was like a $500 open mic right there.
Wait,
Did you get a good joke out of it?
Not really. I'm gonna be honest. Not really. No,
You're like,
I still haven't made a good joke about it.
Having a boot or a ticket on your car after an open mic where it didn't go well is really,
that's awesome.
really frustrating.
This was like one of the like B mics on the scene. Like you know what I mean? Like I was mad. I was getting off work and I just tried to rush like and make it there and I was pissed.
Damn.
For $500.
That's a good question though. Like most inconvenient thing I've done for an open mic. I feel like Ship and Anchor is that for me. Like when I first started, I would go to Ship and Anchor all the time, and then every Tuesday I would be like, I hate everything, because I'd be out till 3 a.m. because I love to party.
Yeah.
I have
Anchor's a good time.
Sunday school teacher face, so nobody offers me Coke, but
Fair.
But at Ship and Anchor, they will offer you Coke. I didn't take it, but I felt cool for once.
Wait, were you not off? Oh.
I don't get offered Coke.
Okay.
People go, no, you sweet innocent angel baby, you couldn't have Coke. You would like it too much.
Okay. Okay. Your cherub face.
I know. Oh my God. Ever since Michael told me that I looked cherubic, it really has changed.
Cherubic.
He said that me and my
sister.
cherubic. He said, you and your sister look like cherubs. And I was like, oh, that helps. I don't know how to take that, but thank you. Little baby angels, I'll take it.
You know that red chair outside of church in the back, like
The big
patio?
one, the big Adirondack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the oversized like lawn chair thing. So apparently, I was sitting there with another friend, and a guy comes up to us, and I thought he was going to hit on us in a really weird way. So I start like recording him. I was like, cool, and I'm like, I'm having a good time already. Yeah. And I'm like, what does this guy want? What does he want? And he comes up and he just goes, hey, do you guys have Coke? And we looked at each other. We were like, "No, we don't." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Is it why does he think that?" I'm trying to find every reason. And he goes, "Oh, well, everyone who sits in this chair sells Coke." And I was like, I don't think that's true.
That's a crazy system.
Is that
Usually
true?
the person sitting in the chair does have some manner of something to share.
Oh, well, I have jokes. I'm like,
I have scammed multiple joints off of people off of that chair. Nice. I mean, multiple.
What was your scam? What did you offer?
I do the old flirt and grab the joint and pass it to my friend.
God. You did that to me.
I know. That's my one move. I'm like, oh my God, you look so beautiful today. Let me hit that. Anyway, it's passing down this way. And I'm going, oh my God, you're so handsome.
Thanks.
Do you want to feel my muscle?
Scam. It's all a scam.
Yeah. You got to get by in this world, okay? And the big red chair, that's where dreams are happening.
The big red chair.
I love that bar.
It's funny.
I've met all my best weed guys there.
All your best ones?
Mm-hmm.
One of the bad ones.
Well, they don't answer. That's the problem.
I had a weed man down here. I don't even know where he went, but I pulled up and he brought me a tamale.
Oh.
With the weed, yeah. It's like, I just made these.
A homemade tamale?
Homemade tamale wrapped in the banana leaves. I was,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Service with a smile. I love that.
He moved to Mexico though, so
Oh, damn. My guy got kicked out of his house and then joined the military. So he texted me. He was like, I can't sell to you anymore. I was like, oh, okay. And then he invited me to a board game night.
Yo, that man's got a wild spectrum of life going on.
Yeah, he really has a lot going on. So then, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, I hope. I haven't talked to him in a while.
What's the most inconvenient thing you had to do for a mic, though? This is going back a little bit.
Ooh, let me think. Well, it was just really difficult when like working 2 jobs and then going to the mic after.
Oof.
Because Michael and I we hosted an open mic at the world famous Stand Up Honolulu. Thank you so much, Pepper Lamb, for everything. Shout out to Pepper Lamb. That was really difficult because I would work at I would go in the morning to a middle school. I would assist at a middle school until like 1 or 2. Then I would go home and do my homework for my school, for my program. And then I would go and tutor. And then I would go do more homework and try and eat. And then go back to do a mic at like 8.
Oof.
So it just was like the amount of back and forth. But I'm trying to think of like the worst like route. I mean, honestly, driving out here, I'm like, oh God, I haven't done this.
This is really
I haven't driven out here in a while.
Trying to do like 2 and 3, and you.
Oh my gosh, you're
I
driving
can't
for a
imagine.
minimum of. You have to put an hour of drive time basically.
Yeah, I'm not from a big city. I'm from like a little small town.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie. When I first moved down here, there were plenty of times where I pulled up to a mic, no parking. I'm going right back home. Didn't even get out the car. Straight.
Oh yeah. Well, like, are you guys from
Straight back to
eras
the
of
house.
like Well, you started kind of post-COVID a little bit,
I started
right?
post-COVID. I
Did
started
you
in
start
23.
pre-COVID? Like, are you guys
Post-COVID.
like? Because there's so many comedians that are like, no, I do like 5 nights or do I do 5 mics every week, or like I do 5 mics every night, or like they are.
I am
and you're-
regimented.
I know you're.
I'm
a work-
regimented. Yeah.
I'm trying to get there.
You're
Yeah.
good.
When I decided I wanted to pursue this, I made myself a goal to do three mics a week minimum, and then that 3 turned to 5, and then that turned to 8, and then that turned to 10, and then by that point I was like hosting an open mic
Yep.
and running this and running that, and it just kind of like snowballed. But I do minimum five comedy things a week. Like I have to, or it drives me insane. I get FOMO. I last month was one of my better months that I've had in comedy, which has been I'm very grateful for. But I had 3 nights the whole month that I didn't have like something pre-booked or pre-planned, and that's a little much. So the most inconvenient thing that I'm doing for comedy, sacrificing my health and wellness. I think maybe the long-term effects aren't going to really pay off, but
You are donating your time to the cause
yeah.
of the male loneliness epidemic.
sure am.
And you're doing great.
you should see my DMs, girl. I'm getting
really,
questions. I'm getting HR complaints. It's really fun.
Maybe on my deathbed, if the heroin doesn't work, just show me that and then I'll pass.
Nice.
The
If I
amount of
can't
times
get-
people are
I
telling
can't
on
make
each
it to
other.
the other side.
People are telling on each other in my DMs. I'm like, I don't work here. What do you want me to do about this? I can't tell.
Every time I see you at Dynamic, I feel like the guys are just coming up like tugging on your pant, like just
I need
Mom,
to start wearing a little apron.
Mom. And they listen to you too. They're just like, Officer Doofy, prepared to go.
I love
Like,
them.
It's
I love
really
I love
sweet,
my little
though.
mic.
I mean that in a nice. It sounded
Well,
really mean.
I don't
I
think
meant that
they-
in a nice way.
I don't think it used to be like as the way it is now, where now like if I will tell them something, I'm like that sucked. They will listen, kind of. Where before I was like, yay, we're all doing comedy. And then please don't do that again. I hated that. Now I'm like, get over here. Get over here. That shit sucked.
Go
You need a
stand in the
penalty
corner.
box.
I do have a racism bell. It doesn't come out often because you really have to be egregious, because if I was, counting
Racism
microaggressions, I'd be dinging the whole time. But if you're egregious, you're getting lit early or you're getting the bell. And I tried to
Racism
I
bell.
tried to do a Nerf gun thing for a while, and then a comic got on stage and he did something egregious. He did this gesture on stage, and I had told him 5 times not to do that gesture because it was very upsetting as a woman in the audience to watch that. He did it on stage at my mic purposefully. So I shot him with a Nerf gun. Okay? And then he's like, "Leah, you can't do that. I survived a shooting." And I felt horrible. And then afterwards, I was like, Did you really survive a shooting? He was like, "No, I was just fucking with you." And I was like, "Fuck you, bro." I was so mad.
Oh man, that'd have been great if he did.
So I retired the Nerf gun because I was like, actually, low key, a lot of people have survived shootings. I probably shouldn't be shooting things at people on stage.
That's funny to
Get
me.
a spray bottle.
Oh yeah.
Or a super soaker. Yeah.
Oh, a super soaker.
be
Then
good.
That'll
we
destroy
got
some equipment.
Yeah, but
equipment.
soft ass motherfuckers allergic to water and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't. A Dynamic can't take the hit. We can't.
Hey, Rome wasn't built in a
That's
day.
funny.
We'll figure this out. We got a lot of game left.
I gotta
We'll get
find
How many
it figured
times
out.
have you had to ring the racism bell?
Just a few. Just a few.
Can you count on one
Just a
hand?
few.
Or is it more than
Like
that?
one hand. It's really
Nice.
not too bad. Most people
Good on
behave
ya.
because it's
Good
a
on
pretty
ya,
good,
open mic comedians in
pretty
Atlanta.
good mixture of people, and it'll be like one. It's like if the moon is acting crazy, the white boys go crazy. It's like they're howling at the moon, and they're like, "Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. I'm gonna say the thing."
And by
And you're
howling
like,
at the moon, it's just a lot of 9/11 jokes.
That's
it's
what-
a lot of like
That's what happens whenever
insinuation.
like Joe Rogan and Dana White's bald head align at the perfect hour.
That's exactly what it is.
That's right.
Oh my god.
That's when
Gleam off they
Mercury's in
head
Uranus or
shines
whatever.
around the
Yeah.
whole world.
Is that Mercury? That's Mercury retrograde.
That's
That's
what
what that
happens.
is.
That's
I
what
love the
happens.
idea of the women worshiping the moon and men worshiping the bald head of Joe Rogan as their part of the moon.
I mean, why not?
Did you watch Joe Rogan's special, the most recent one, or did you try?
When did that one come out?
Like a year and a half ago or something like that. It was on Netflix.
Oh, yes, I did try.
I
tried it.
5 minutes into it, and I didn't even get to the transphobic stuff, okay? I was like trying to see how bad it was because I'd heard it was horrible. And I couldn't even get to it because he's holding the mic like this. He's like, I'm Joe Rogan. the sound is everywhere. I'm like, you've been podcasting and doing comedy for fucking 20 years. You better know how to hold a mic. And
Because he can't stop working out.
it's his shoulders. I think he's like, he can't get the mic high enough to his face.
He did so many curls that he can't do it anymore.
Bro,
He's like,
too
sorry
jacked.
guys, I'm too jacked to do stand up now.
He swole as hell.
Insane. It was truly a production value. I couldn't. I was like, this is actually awful. Being the sound engineer on that special would have made me kill myself.
I don't mean to body shame, but it's something about swole dudes doing stand up. It don't look right. And it's something about like, dang, bro, like, why you doing this?
They need a bigger mic.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's the
They
mic.
need,
I
yeah,
was
they
just
need
thinking,
a bigger
if
mic.
they just look.
That's all it is. They need a Radio Shack big and tall for the fellas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be so funny to have like a
Radio
comical
Shack
big and
big
tall
and tall.
mic to hand to a bigger comedian.
Yeah, that's what we gotta start doing for tall comedians and stuff like that. Give them like, you know what I mean? They just need something more look crazy with the regular size mic.
Because it is kind of funny, like, oh, there's this massive guy. Just like, what are you doing talking?
Don't be
What are you
talking.
doing chit-chatting? Can you throw something around? Can you do something helpful?
I'm glad.
Speaking of
I'm
mic,
glad.
do
Glad
something.
women think like men.
Little.
Do something. Spin it around a little bit. Put it in your mouth. I don't know.
Yeah, make it disappear. What?
Do this gag where you turn to the side and go, whoa.
Oh, that's crazy.
So funny.
Okay, ready for the camera. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Emily Nellestein, and we're with Dante's Inferno.
We're with Dante's.
Oh my God, you want to talk like reporters? Do you want to report something?
Can
Guys,
I-
what should we report?
What should we report?
Oh, let's not talk about the news. Never
No, I
mind.
can't.
Oh yeah,
I can't do
that
it.
joint rough. It is bad right
Speaking
now.
of mics, do you have any mic etiquette things that really bother you that other comedians do?
Yes.
Yo, did y'all
Sorry.
first episode? This man, I don't like. I'll say it to the death. I don't like the way Abdul Aziz Muhammad hold the mic. That boy Abdul, bro, he freaky with that joint. I've said it so many times, but that boy Abdul, bro, he got a freaky get up with that thing.
A little
Like
something
smoking
to
a
take the edge
cigarette.
off.
It's like doing this.
Y'all know he works security here in Sydney. Tall dude, black dude.
I think I've met him once. I don't know him
Sydney.
though.
I had him on the pod, bro. Was double fisting. I ain't like that neither. What about y'all? Y'all got some.
On stage, I don't like it when people hold it like this.
Oh, like that.
Oh my God.
The ice
it
cream
makes me
cone.
so-
That make it feel like they talking down to you. Like yeah, I'm
like,
so
how
much
are you so
smarter than
casual?
y'all.
Chill.
That's funny. That's funny.
Now, and I
That's
also
funny.
love because they always dangle their wrists too. Yes.
I'm like, leave it alone. That's expensive equipment.
Oh.
Yes. Oh,
There is one. No, you're good.
what do the buttons do?
I have no clue.
I think that one probably disconnect. Oh, those are like Bluetooth, I think.
Okay.
I have no clue what the buttons do.
Anyways,
But
yeah,
We're fucking with the
You got
mics.
one?
This one, this is the one that drives
the
me nuts.
underhand
Insane.
mic.
This,
Oh yeah, that's wild.
this pisses me off to no end. I also don't like this, where they rest it on their chin.
I was just about
Oh,
to say
yeah.
that one. That's the
I
fucking
hate
worst. I
that.
hate that one.
And you
That's the
just
one
shove
I
it.
hate the word. Like I was just about that shit. Ugh, get
I'm
your
like,
get your
"Ugh,
lip off because your
greasy
lip
little-
is touching the mic.
Have you ever accidentally like gotten your lip or tongue on the mic?
Yes.
I have too, and
it makes me feel like. Did you guys ever see Along Came Polly?
Oh,
When do you know what I'm talking? When they're playing basketball and
Oh, yeah,
like
and
the sweat gets in Ben Stiller's face and he's just like, oh, that's how I
purposely-
feel when my lip touches the microphone. It's like,
and it's crazy because I see so many people do it. I think that's like a trained thing. Like people say, put
they
it
tell
right there.
they tell you to do this, and I'm like, why? So you can spread your acne to everybody?
I
no, I'm good
think
on
you
that.
can start here for placement and then
take-
scoot it away
I don't think.
and then turn the volume up on the machine because that's what it's for.
I feel like this is a good like for stage. Like you got to be a little lower, and then like
I don't
that
like
far.
the.
Like a
Yeah.
good 3-4 inches, and you're good.
I don't think my lip has ever touched the mic just because I
Good for you.
just consciously always. I'd rather you
I'm
not
lo-
be able
yeah.
to hear me than that
I'm
thing
not getting
touch my
anywhere-
lip.
anywhere
This is
near my
also
mouth.
another one I don't like.
Oh, the cool kid. I call that the cool
I
kid
hate
grip.
that one.
That's the cool kid. That's like, yeah. Yes.
It's
Yes.
horrible.
Bruh, get your hand.
Unless
you
you're
gotta
doing an
speak in
act
it.
out and you have to do this
Yeah, and it's
to
muffled.
echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't. What are you doing?
I don't know if it's a nervous tick to if it's if it's actually something that's comfortable. Because also, I can't help but think of like when you were talking about this one. Do you notice the guys that like they'll move it around?
Yes.
When talking to.
I can't stand it. It's
Oh,
stress.
move
That's
it
all I'm
around.
looking at while they're on stage.
And they're,
Oh, yeah.
they usually lean.
They do.
They
Cord
usually
holder is
lean.
wild because that's always the person who disconnects the mic.
Yep.
Every time somebody who holds like that, usually, oh damn, dropped it. That's always embarrassing when that happens. When
I
your
hate
mic,
that.
there's that
Oh my
dead
gosh.
silence. Like there's nothing quieter than whenever that cord falls out of the mic. You gotta immediately do or say something funny.
Have you ever had it where, have you ever done comedy where the mic wasn't working? Like, have you ever done an acoustic set? That's what I like to call it.
Oh my God.
Where like you
I don't
don't
think
have
so.
a microphone and you're doing stand up, just straight up.
I don't
It's-
think so.
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. It made me feel. I was like, I want to be like a Britney Spears like headset comedian, where I just like
right there.
I'm
you mean-
using both my hands. I would
Yeah.
love that.
You want to be Matt Rife?
Yes, I want to be Matt Rife. I want to be Tony Robbins.
Why does Matt Rife have a headset?
Because
Hey,
he's in a
Matt
boy band.
Matthew, you don't need a goddamn headset.
like you
And I'll
gotta
say
be-
it for everyone. Dante let me have this. Finally, I get to say it. I've had enough. I've had enough of the headsets.
out.
I'm done.
Let it out.
I had one week where both like one show the mic just stopped working right before my set, and so we just didn't have another mic. And the second one, the mic didn't work the whole show in the same week, and so I did two, one after the other, and it was like I had so much fun because I was like, look at my act outs, my
Yeah.
hands are going
gonna
both.
say-
It was,
You're not thinking
and
about
I felt
it,
like I was
yeah.
doing theater again, which was really fun. So I'm
Seems
a
like you could get more physical that way.
yeah.
Like,
I
I
was
get
like,
like a Robin Williams, he had it, but he was super like all over the place. But I get what you're saying. Why does Matt Rife have one?
Because, yep.
You got to be doing a lot of physical jokes.
yeah, he's
I feel
just like,
to
I'm
have it.
hot, get over it.
To have a headpiece on and just go, so what's your name?
And you're just
If you're
standing-
wearing a
What do
headset,
do
you
with
better
your
have something
hand?
to say to me.
Taking
That's
an
all I
order.
have to say.
Taking
Robin Williams had
taking
something
a
to
drive-through
say.
order at that point.
Hi, and do you want extra sauce? Yeah. What's your husband
It is
do?
kind of silly for me to believe like one day I'll have a headset. Like
One
that's
day
a
you'll have
crazy.
a
That's a
headset.
crazy goal.
One day you're gonna have that headset on
Okay.
stage.
Tell me what your guys' beliefs are about, because there's like different, like, I don't know what's it called,
Comedy
rites
laws.
of passage. Yes. Okay. There's like sitting. I feel like there's rules for if you're a sit down comic, a kneeling comic, a headset comic,
Is it kneeling comic?
a stand, like using
What
the
do you mean by
stand.
kneeling comic?
There's kneeling
Like not
comics?
kneeling, but like, just like hiking the leg up.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah. The Chappelle.
Lots of that. And that, like, I know that's, I don't know, but I don't know.
I mean, I think that common takeaway on that is like you should earn the stool.
Yeah, what is that? Because that's like an unwritten,
It's an
unspoken rule.
unspoken, and I see every time you see a new comic get on stage, they go straight for the stool, and then they put both their feet up like this.
Oh, I love that one when they do this. And you're just with a fucking mouthful of moose
they're
knuckle
going,
from some random man.
please don't
just
look at
a
me.
random guy's balls in your face.
Yes.
God.
Oh, or they'll turn all the way away.
With a 9/11 joke, too. With at
Of
least
course.
one 9/11
Of
joke.
course, you can't have stand up without a 9/11 joke.
man,
Emily,
Swear to God.
come on.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
that
so
brought up a
funny.
lot of feelings.
I know
That is full moon energy.
It's very
I'm
funny
sorry.
when like the new comics will do it, and I can't. I don't know, unless you're like injured. Stay off the stool.
There's
I
something
haven't done
about
it.
it.
Here. I don't think I've done. I did it in Asheville, but it was like a mic that kind of broke me into that. Like there was a mic in Asheville where you do a set and then the hot seat, you sit down and pull questions.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a dope mic.
That sounds like a fun idea
So it's
for.
like at open mic sometimes I'd sit down, but I've never done like a set where I was like sitting down. I don't know how to work that in.
I think at KOS, what we always talk about is like just because a lot of times our people who are there are newer or they're workshopping or whatever, and it's removing as many walls as possible between you and the audience. So if you're a person who wears a hat and you wear it down like this, put the hat up
yeah.
or take the hat off. If you're sitting on the stool, that's also building a wall. If you have the mic stand in front of you, take that away. Like body language even, like you have to open your chest up. You have to, So I feel like the stool is always like a protective measure.
Yeah, I think you're right though. There is some unwritten rules with that because I think I just started doing a joke where I used the mic stand. Like I just started.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel
Love
like you got to
that.
go mic stand, then you do the stool. So I think there is, but I don't know when.
No, it's
when,
all
I don't know when
it's
it is
subjective.
that you're
Yeah.
supposed to get to do that.
There are
like,
comedians in the scene who use the mic stand almost exclusively, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy it if you're a good comedian. If you're a new comedian, it looks like a crutch. But if you're a seasoned one, like I think AJ Cagle does this, like he'll put it in the stand, and then he kind of like bebops around it.
Yeah.
Like,
Bebops.
and I like that. I think it looks cool because
Yeah.
he's using both of his
it's like a
hands
pivot
and
point. It's just-
yeah, like
it's like-
that's a good example of somebody who does it. But most people are like holding on to the mic, like truly
I
white
like how
knuckling.
Kamal
Yeah.
does it too. Like Kamal, he kind of just holds on to it.
Yeah.
Kamal Secret.
God,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
talking about Kamal the other night. He is one of my favorite comedians
His
to
material
watch.
is good.
So good.
Comfortable with the, he just, I don't know. He seems just at ease and peaceful up
Yes.
there. Like,
Yeah.
this shit's funny. Like, straight down the middle. It's super relatable. Like,
Yeah.
I like them all.
I mean, since we're talking about local comics, I mean, which comic do you like the least? I mean, what's, I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a complete joke. That was a complete joke. That was a complete joke. Everyone got very scared.
Shit out of here.
Very scared. Very scared.
You act like people
We're editing
watch
that out.
this.
We're editing that out.
You act like people watch this. None of them comedians
No,
watch
I
this.
was just joking around. Oh, one, I'm trying to think of other comics that hold the stand, and I'm thinking of Sarah Silverman. And
Yeah.
her, like, Speck of Dust.
Yeah.
Special. Oh, that's one of my favorite specials.
That's a good
like
one.
that one I love because she's so cute.
Oh, this is a fun question. What was your like? I don't know if you were a stand-up fan as a child, but if
Oh,
you were,
yeah.
what was your like? Who are your like top three? Is like probably late childhood, early teens. Like who did you like? I guess foundational to like loving the craft.
Gotcha. Around that time, so we're like late early teens. One of the first TV, like I was just flipping through TV. I seen Aries Spears comedy special. That was like the first one I seen on TV. I was like, oh, okay. So like, I think like him, Kevin Hart was blowing up on stand up at the time when I was like teenage. So definitely his. And then my family was always like big Cat Williams fans. Like they drove to his shows and like went and seen him and stuff. Like
Love Cat Williams.
yeah. So those, I think around that time, that age, and then Dave Chappelle, of course, but he
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
technically with the time frame you're talking about, Dave was on his like hiatus. So like,
Yeah.
but those three, yeah.
I loved Dave Chappelle. I only knew him from the Chappelle Show though,
Right.
and I also was raised in a very conservative white Christian home. So Dave Chappelle broke through, let me just say, for all the wrong reasons. And that was crazy to me. But the only people I ever saw were like clean comics on TV. So Jim Gaffigan was
Yeah.
very big, the Hot Pockets. But Brian Regan,
I like Brian
Oh,
Regan.
Brian
yeah.
Regan, it changed my life.
Like his
the man on the moon bit like was like, oh, this is possible. Like everything's possible for comedy with that. And then Jerry Seinfeld, just because my dad was a huge, I never liked his stand up.
Yeah.
Like never liked his
I
stand
don't
up.
like his stand up either,
But
but
I
like,
always liked the persona that he
Yeah.
portrayed.
Yeah.
And
I
like the
like
idea.
B-movie.
Yes.
I
Oh
like
my God.
B-movie.
Do you like jazz? I haven't thought about
B-movie was
I
fire.
rewatched B movie last year. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I like B movie. I'm not
It's
even gonna lie.
so absurd. Such a good
That's a
one.
good movie right there.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Clean comedian. I like Brian Regan. He's got that Pop Tarts and the Fig Newtons bit. Those is
He's
funny.
so funny.
So
He's such
sleeve.
a big face, big act outs.
Yeah.
I remember when Donald Glover released his
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
loved his special for
Yeah.
some reason. I think I was just a Childish Gambino fan, like just generally loved everything that he did. But I remember loving his special, and I really didn't have any context for anything else. But I
Nice.
really loved it.
Like,
was-
so wait, you were exposed to comedy through TV. You were exposed to comedy through TV.
Yeah.
More TV, not
Yeah, more
radio or
TV.
anything like that.
Yeah, not really
Specials.
albums, specials that
More
were on
specials?
TV. And then I would
Yeah.
see like random touring, like I don't even know their names. Like Christian comics would come through like the churches,
Oh, yeah.
the church circuit comics. There's a new comic in Atlanta. He goes by Swafford. He and I were actually like best friends back in high school. We just reconnected randomly. I have not seen him in like 15 years, which is pretty cool.
I'm
He goes
sorry,
by
we went
Swafford.
past that very fast.
He goes by Swafford. He's really, really funny. But he and I, because we were both in our Christian school, we would go to these like Christian comedy things at these mega churches, and then we would sit next to each other and we'd just like heckle to each other, and we were crying laughing. We were crying laughing, and our parents were like, "Look at them, huge comedy fans." Meanwhile, we're like roasting them,
That's
for being
funny
too
as
clean
hell.
and too whatever.
Yeah.
And I was delighted when I saw that he was starting comedy, because to this day he's one of the funniest people I've ever known in my whole life. And so he just started. Love him.
Hell
And then
yeah.
I knew Sherry in college, so it's weird. Like I've known all these
Hell yeah.
random people
really
who are doing
nice.
comedy with me now, which is really fun.
You don't get to see that before and after
Yeah, it's nice
with
to
a
have
lot
the
of people in
context
comedy. Yeah, to
of-
see someone before stand up, because
yeah.
once you start stand up, it takes over your brain in a very weird way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. How long have you been doing stand up, Dante?
It was like 2.5 years. It's about to be 3 in July.
Did you wait? So you said you started in Asheville?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, so you started there right before coming here?
Yeah, I did comedy up there for like a year and a half. That's some of my identity crisis I be having. I'm like, am I an Asheville comedian still, or am I in Atlanta? Because now it's like I've been doing stand up down here longer, and of course back there they be like, nah, you're an Atlanta comedian now. Nah, but I don't know. I always like to say Asheville though. That's the home base.
Yeah. Okay.
Asheville's such a cool town too. It's so much fun up
It's
there.
a good place to
I've
start.
been
Good
there.
supportive
You
scene.
would love the Asheville scene is really fun.
Yeah,
Is
too.
that
it's like
where,
EAV. That's how
yeah.
I pictured. Like that's how the
Oh,
whole
really?
ad.
yeah, the whole town is like that.
Yeah.
That's what. Wait, Hillary
Hillary.
Belly.
Yeah.
She booked me for my first show.
Are you
She was-
serious?
yeah,
I
she
love
was
Oh my
Hillary.
God. Okay, in Hawaii, she was out there with on her. It was called the Feral Hogs tour.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
She was out with two. I forget.
She's so
I
funny.
swear to God, with two other comics, two other Asheville comics, and that was the first time I saw her. Was out there at a bar. I knew
Yeah.
she was in town, and so we went and saw her show, and she stuck around afterwards. And I went up to her and asked her some questions. And I feel bad saying like, yeah, and the other comics, but like I asked all three of them because I was so new. I was like 6 months in maybe,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, because seeing the way she crushed, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
She's
this
bringing
is
it.
you're
She's
amazing.
bringing
Like
it.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
amazing. And I was like, I just want to sound like that. I want to find how I can sound like that. That's so fun. And
bringing
but
it.
all three of them were killers. They were doing, it was so much fun to watch. I still have her little merch sticker or whatever. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that's so cool because then when I moved here,
Yeah.
5 years later, after the 4-ish years later, after seeing her and meeting her and all that, come to Atlanta, and then at Buteco, Lauren randomly just said, "Oh, and here's Hillary Begley," and I was like, "No shit!"
Yep.
I was like, and got to
That's
talk to her after the
bizarre.
show and stuff, and so then
Comedy.
she read. That's so fun.
I love
the
it.
connections, the constellation of comedy connections
so
is
small.
so
Small town.
awesome. It's scary.
It's
it
one
can
of
be
my
scary.
favorite
It
parts
can
about
be,
comedy
but
is
Yeah.
that I always say that if I had to like go bag, if I had to like pick up and leave and like change everything and go to another town, the very first thing I
You'd
would
call a
do
comic.
is I would just go to an open mic because
Yeah.
that's how you meet everybody in the creative world
Yeah.
in whatever town. Like I've met actors and singers and producers and people, everybody. It comes across or comes and watches. It's such a great place to meet people, which is why you should come to the shows so you can meet great people. Because even as an audience member, like I've met great connections
Yeah.
and
People who want to laugh are people. People who are actively
Yeah.
seeking laughter are usually good people.
Did you
So-
guys like? I feel like it demystifies the. That's a $10 word, but I feel like it demystifies too, like the type of connections that you can make. It takes away that lens at first. That's like, oh, I'm here for comedy. I want to be a comedian. And it's like, oh, you met so many other people, and like it's just such a more well-rounded version because I
Yeah.
feel like comedians step into comedy, myself included, where you get in, and I asked earlier about how you guys were with like mics, because there's people that are like, no, I do 5 mics a day, no matter what. I'm there, bam, bam, bam. And then there's some people that are a little bit more lenient, and like just everyone's very different with that, and everyone's philosophy is very different in how they succeed.
Yeah.
Did you guys start comedy as like a fun way to express yourself, or did you see people do it did you see Cat Williams do it and then you're like, I want to do what he did? Or like, how did you get into this? Did you want this to be a career? Did you want this to be fun? Like,
That's a great
This is a
question.
very loaded question,
That's
but
a
like,
solid one, too.
it's a lot.
I
I'm
started
caffeinated. I'm sorry.
That's good. I started out of I will be honest, I started out of desperation because I needed something to change my life. And
Aw.
I didn't have anything going. Then I didn't like anything I was doing. I didn't feel talented at anything I was doing. The only thing I've ever liked doing is having fun, which I know is really lame, but like that's very. You're so
I'm gonna
support-
Kelly Clarkson
you're so
you.
support- Oh my God!
Wait, is this Kelly
no,
Clarkson?
This is Drew Barrymore.
Who does this?
We're Drew
Why are you
Barrymore.
looking like Dante? Is
We're
this
Drew
who Kelly
Barrymore
Clarkson
right now.
does? I'm sorry.
No.
Who does this?
We're
I
Drew
only know a
Barrymore.
handful
She sits
of
there
white
and like
women
braids your hair.
references.
Yeah. No, I did it because I was about to turn 30. And I was like, if I don't try stand-up by the time I turn 30, I'm going to be furious at myself because I wanted to do it from the time I was like a little kid. I always wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Because it was either going to be pastor for me because my dad was a pastor and I wanted to,
That-
public
there's a
speaking
lot
is
of
in the
that-
blood.
there's a lot of
Speaking.
passions
Public
that go
speaking is
into
the
it, yeah.
path, right? And so I was like, well, pastor is not going to happen because I'm a girl. So they're not going to let that happen. And so I just did nothing for all of my 20s. I just worked. And then I was like, I'm going to really be furious if I don't try this. And then I fell in love. And then because I'm like a 90th percentile extrovert, like I can go and go and go and go. I love people. it just became more and more addictive. And I think I generally want comedy adjacent things for my life. So I want to be good at comedy. I want to do public speaking. I want to MC events. I want to teach people how to get on stage. I want to do all of the things that are even tangential to it. So I'm like, the reason I go so hard is because it's the only thing I've ever done in my adult life that I actually like enjoy.
You like spending your time.
I love spending my time.
All of the.
I
all
love
of the
watching
sectors of it.
comedy.
I
love watching comedy. I would truly, even if I wasn't on stage, I would just want to go watch.
It's a
I love
good
being an
time.
audience
Comedy,
member.
yeah.
I love going
I
to
love
comedy shows so much.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
time.
What's your answer? What's your take?
I had like a bunch of. I never like really leaned into comedy until after, I guess it was right around college. I always had like my teachers, like every grade level, I had every year in school, I had a teacher tell me, "Oh, you need to be a comedian." Like, but I just never was like. I guess I was trying to be cool, growing up, and I did a podcast with my friends in college, and I would throughout the day when I'd be at work, like bartending or whatever, I would like write down stuff for us to like talk about or say on the podcast. Whole time I was kind of just like writing jokes, like subconsciously though. And then a comedy club opened up at the casino I was working at, and I was like, I'm gonna go work over there. And then I seen a comedian on stage, and I guess that was the first time I seen it close, where it wasn't like, on TV like New York or LA or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like comedy happening like in everywhere. Like I thought it was just New York and LA. So I was like, I think I can do it. Everybody's always told me I'm like funny. So I was like, all right, I think I could do that. I got some stories.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Where did you find your first open mic, or was it like
I
was it a
was,
comedy open mic?
Yeah, it was like so when I was in college in Cullowhee, it's like an hour away from Asheville.
Okay.
But I think how did I find out? I was looking up open mics. I was originally gonna go to like Atlanta because I thought that was where the closest.
Oh, to go to a city. Like your
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
instinct
that's
was
what I
like go to the hot spot
like I knew
city.
there were, because I
Okay.
worked at that comedy zone, so I knew there were like comedy clubs. I just thought like, oh, they only put it's like sports teams. Like
Yeah.
they only put comedy clubs in
Yeah.
like big markets and stuff. So then I just Googled like open mic comedy. I think Charlotte at first, and then because I was like I was 2.5 hours away from Charlotte and Atlanta where we were at. And then it's like some started popping up in Asheville. I'm like, I grew up in there's comedy in Asheville.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell going on? And then I pulled up and I started seeing like all these different. They had like a calendar basically, and I was like, there's like one every day. Like
Yeah.
And then just pulled up.
Hit the streets.
Hit the streets.
I love
Got
it.
my college roommate one time. I tricked him into going. I was like, 'cause
Tricked him. Is heavy on the tricking people to go to comedy shows.
Oh yeah, because he was like, we used to do the podcast. We go to Asheville and interview like business owners at their place of business, like at their bakery, at their mechanic shop, at their whatever. And he got in the car and we were driving, and like halfway I was like, I had been telling him I've been thinking about it, and then I just was saying like wild stuff on the podcast, and like they were looking at me crazy because it'd be like out of nowhere. I'm just saying something I wrote, and they're like. And I'm like, I need a different medium
Like,
for
this
this
is for
here.
a crowd, not for just you.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I need to say this in
This
front
is
of
too
25
good.
people.
This is too good.
This is too good.
This is gold. It's gold.
Can't waste my best stuff. But no, I was like, yeah, man, we're gonna go to Asheville. He was like, all right. And then like halfway, I was like, hey man, look, I'm about to go try this. Like, I was just driving, and I just looked over like, hey man, I'm about to go try this stand up, man. And I recorded like some on my phone.
So
And I was like, just tell me what you think. Played it to him. He's like, yeah, bro, I think that'd be funny. I got a few laughs. I got some chuckles.
I love the face of audience members who are there to support their friend doing it for the first time. And by support, I mean a wide range of things, because sometimes the faces are just
They're just
like they're so excited to
just
like
grinning
laugh.
ear to
They're
ear.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's
they're
doing
so
it.
excited they forget to
She's
laugh.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Either that or
They
they're just
can't
making
believe
fun
it.
of you eat shit.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Look at this dumbass.
And they're shit housed, shit faced,
Yes.
like Everclear drunk too. Because that's so. Oh, I love that.
I think I took the right friend though. He doesn't drink, so it was like the perfect friend. But it was sober honesty. He's like, nah, bro, you did good. You know what? I mean, you knew, you got to work on it for sure. But
You gotta work on it for sure.
but you got it, bro. He's
I
like,
went
you
alone my
got
first
some
time. I invited
chuckles.
my ex to come, and he came for my set, and then he left right after. But I went.
Invited the ex.
Well, he was not my ex at the
oh,
time.
okay, gotcha.
He was with me at the time.
I was like,
Because he said that's a power play right there. That's a
I
straight
was like,
power
hey,
play.
you want to see me living? You want to see me succeeding, bitch? No,
See me chasing my goals and living out
Holy
my
sh-
dreams.
come to my show.
yeah, no.
Can't
He became an
imagine.
ex like a week later, but it's fine. What about you? What brought you to comedy?
Oh, I always wanted to do it. Just like always wanted to do it, but I didn't have like theater exposure, like what you're talking about. Like I saw I'm trying to think of like the first comedians. Like I asked about TV too, because Brian Regan was on, our art teacher in high school would play him all the time to a point. And it was, let's see, he would play him. My family loved Seinfeld growing up. That was like a staple show in our family. And then I have an older brother. And so a lot of my comedy exposure was through him and like just borrowing his iPod and like going and watching his baseball games and his hockey games and stuff. So I'm just sitting there scrolling through, and that's how I discovered a lot of music and a lot of comedy. There was like, at the time it was like Louis C.K., Daniel Tosh, Dave Chappelle and Chappelle Show. Yeah. Cat Williams, The Pimp Chronicles, obviously, and Kevin Hart. And there's one chick too that my parents loved, Kathleen Madigan.
Wait, I remember her.
Yeah, she's from St. Louis too, because I grew up in Missouri.
I know the name.
Yeah, I love that woman so much. I love her comedy a lot. She's one of she's a stand comedian too.
Yeah.
She uses the mic stand too.
Those are beasts.
There's so many good comedians. It's so fun.
Who y'all's favorite like women in comedy?
Oh God, here we go.
I don't think women are funny, personally.
Me.
Get them back in the kitchen.
Next question. Women are doing what?
Women are using their voices. God forbid.
Hasn't been a
That's
good
against their
casserole
nature.
made in years because of this shit. No.
Yeah, these men are starving on the streets. That's why they're so lonely.
That's why dudes are all skinny and small
so
now.
true.
Because women are out here trying to be
Women
funny.
are trying to be funny out here. No, I love Tig Notaro.
Oh yeah.
Love Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
She holds silence better than any other comedian I've ever seen. Nikki
Also, she
Glazer.
just has a cool ass name.
She's just so
That's a
great
cool
name.
ass name.
It's a
Come on.
great name.
I love Nikki Glazer because
That's my Tig right there. My Tig. It's just a good name to have. I can say it. Y'all can't.
No, I can't. You're right. You're right. I have to say her whole name. I go Tig Notaro, actually.
Easy
Case
on the
hand
R.
without a beard. Tig
Easy on
Notaro.
the R. You said Nikki Glazer?
I like Nikki Glazer. I wasn't like. I like her
Great with
comedy for sure, but I really like her as like a person more. I really like her personality. I like her work ethic. I like how hard she writes, how hard she prepares for everything. Yeah. And when I was wanting to try comedy, I was a big fan of her podcast. And so I picked up a lot. Like she talks, or she used to talk very openly about like, this is how you start writing jokes. This is how I started, blah, 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 blah. Who else is, I'm trying to think.
She's very authentic. Like
fucking Nicole Byer, bro.
Oh yeah, she just came through here.
Oh, I love Nicole Byer. I was so sad I missed this show. I love her.
When she comes, she'll probably come through.
And Dulce Sloan, of course.
Yes, they both came to Hawaii.
Love her.
Nikki Glazer was chopping them up at that. What was she hosting?
The Golden Globes, I think.
She was incredible.
She was chopping them up. That was fun.
God, she's broken like a ton of glass ceilings when it comes to the heights that women can reach.
Oh, nice.
No, I said records.
She's broken records. She's broken the heights that you can visualize for yourself as a woman in comedy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because she's also one like she's not a person like in my head. I feel like when we grew up, when you see someone hosting a show, they're typically like a clean comic or like there's a different layer of professionalism. Like. It depends on who you are, but like
she edged up
brought the
everything.
comedy back too.
Yeah. She brought some. I still think about Popular from last year's Golden Globes when she got on stage and "You will be popular." And she was wearing the Pope hat. But like it was so stupid.
Who educate me on was I know the name, but you said Dulce
Sloan.
Dulce Sloan.
She was on Daily Show.
I'm tripping.
I think she's from Atlanta. I'm not. Don't quote me. I think she's from Atlanta, but she is so. She should. I mean, she's one of my favorite like Daily Show regulars, and she was so funny. She has so many bits that just break through. I can't even. There's a million clips of Dulce being hilarious. I love Jessie Curson too.
I'm not familiar.
She's a lesbian
comic.
New York comedian. She's a little bit older, and she does a lot of crowd work, but it's because she's so established.
She's amazing.
She's incredible.
She could wear a headset.
Yes.
We could give her a headset.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
She's so funny.
I don't want her to do that because she's a stand comedian.
Yes,
too.
she's also a stand comedian.
She holds that thing.
This
she
mic
white
is
knuckles
this fucking close
and
to her.
she's just always leaning around. Oh my god.
That's a good one though.
Jessie Curson is
Everything
great.
you have to say is important. If you
Yes.
That's smart.
She speaks with urgency in a way. Like it doesn't matter what she's talking about. she's urgent about it, and she used to do, I don't think she still does it anymore, but she used to do a bit where like she'd turn around and she'd go, "You're bombing, Jessica. They hate you. They're bombing." And I loved it so much because it was so like breaking the fourth wall. It was like what Jim Gaffigan used to do a little bit,
like
like
the high pitched
with the high pitched voice commenting on his own set, but she was doing it from her like inner monologue, whereas Jim Gaffigan was doing it as a member of the audience. Like, "Oh, I can't believe he said that," or whatever. And then she's doing it like crashing out on the inside, but turning around and facing the wall. It's so funny. Oh God, I love her. I love her so much.
She's great.
Some of your favorite comedians.
Comedians, a comedian with tits.
Those ladies. We have lady comedians.
Ladies' night comedy.
Ladies' night.
I
Whoa.
hate
They
that
need to
shit.
have
I hate
men's
that.
night comedy.
Whoa. Bring it to the
Every
stage.
all-male
ladies.
lineup
Make
needs
some
to be men's
noise.
night
All the ladies
comedy.
in the house make some noise, ladies, and then go on and shit on them. Every comedian, ladies, make some noise for yourselves. Y'all look good. Now, what I can't stand about
exactly. Hey, thank you for bringing your girlfriend out here tonight. Let me make sure she hates you on the way home.
Jesus.
So stupid.
That should be funny as hell. Get ready to get the ladies hyped up and then go in on them.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Who's some of your favorite women in comedy, though?
Hold on, I have residual anger from that like scenario. Because I felt it where I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, God damn, no, do the other thing. Okay, let's see. I obviously like Sarah Silverman.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I keep thinking of Miss Pat because she was going to be one of my first comedy shows I think I've ever, like I would have been to ever, I think. I was supposed to see her when I lived in Hawaii. She was going to come out there, and then COVID happened. And so then it was supposed to be like June of 2020, I think. And I remember that because I got it in December, and I was so excited.
Watched her show, like the Miss Pat show.
Oh, yeah?
They filmed it down here. Yeah, we
Really?
went watch like them filming the episode. Raven Simone was
That's so fun.
directing.
Wow.
I didn't know Raven directed that. That's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
She was directing that episode.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really cool. I remember two
storytelling,
additional
God
Maria
damn it.
Bamford.
Yeah, Miss Pat.
Maria Bamford.
Maria Bamford. Love
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Love her. Everybody's favorite. And who's the other one? It literally lost my mind. Come back to me.
Oh, well, we can't forget to mention Amber Autry.
Amber Autry.
Just really quick.
We love Amber
We
Autry.
have to
That
just,
was
I
good.
know, and she's one of those comedians where I feel like I don't want to meet her because I feel like I'm already friends with her, and I feel like I'm going to be very
thing
weird
is,
when
she's
I'm
around
her. Like, I'm
Atlanta
going
a
to
good
be too casual and
amount.
be like, Amber, isn't that crazy? And it's like,
Should be
whoa.
remembered
She
as
comes to
that
Atlanta
one
a good
drunk
deal. I
person.
feel like you are
Like,
going
I
to
want
meet
to
her.
hang out with you
I've met
and
her a
like
couple
play
times.
softball or something. I don't know. I can't explain it. I want to play
She's
catch.
wonderful.
I just want to play catch with her.
I was just thinking, is it Leslie Jones?
Leslie Jones.
Oh my
Jones.
God.
Leslie Jones, bro. Leslie Jones is one of my favorites. And I love her stand up because it's insane. And
Yeah.
Yes.
she does the old school comic thing where she's just drenched
She's
in
so
sweat, bro.
I love her.
She needs
Yes.
a towel, and I love that. But what I like is it was an interview forever ago where she was talking about how when she started comedy that she sucked ass, and she was like, everybody was telling me like, you suck, and she was like, I don't know how to get better, and they were like, have you lived any life at all? And she was like, I haven't. So she quit comedy and then just said yes to a whole bunch of other opportunities that she had and like developed this whole like life for herself and then jumped back in and then just skyrocketed.
Do you know how old she was?
She was like in her 20s or something when she started, and then I think she restarted in her 30s.
Cool.
And then it was like meteoric, like just star rising right away because she had the life experience to go behind it.
I think that's a big like advantage of starting late. You
Oh
already
yeah,
know
I'm
who
very
you
glad I
are.
did not
You
start when
know-
I was like 21.
You know who you are.
It's so weird too. When I started, I was like 20. I don't know how time works. I'll say
Could've been
23,
24,
4,
23?
23 or 4.
Yeah.
And I remember like that. Like there was one comedian there that was like a senior in high school, and he was great, and he was really fun to watch, and he was a great writer. And he was fun to watch, but it was so weird because people would be like, "Oh my God, I wish I started when I was 18." I was like, "I don't. That sounds horrible. Like this is already hard.
Embarrassing.
How do you do that? Like maybe I wish I would have started like public speaking or like
I would have been
doing
trying to
anything
convert
on
all
a
you guys.
microphone. Like
I would have been like, "Have you met your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?"
yeah, exactly.
Have you repented? Actually, I don't think you're going to heaven. That would have been me at 18. So,
Like yeah, exactly. It's just weird, but yeah, because people are like, oh my God, like I wish I would have started so like younger. I'm an old, like comedy is a young man's game, and I'm like, Okay,
It's
based on
not.
what standard? And it's like, well, the standard that you go on the road and treat your body like shit because it's like a cool comic thing to do.
Right. You actually
That's
don't.
a personal belief.
You actually don't
I
have
feel
to
like
treat your body like shit doing comedy, by the way. You actually don't have to. You can get sleep and you can eat vegetables.
It's like, yeah, it's going to be hard. I don't know. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, though, I do wish I would have started a little younger. I ain't gonna.
well, you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you why.
Your life is
like
gonna.
it.
Your
I
life
like
is only
it.
gonna grow,
Yeah.
and then your comedy is
I
gonna
like it.
grow. So it's
I
like
liked it.
there's no expiration date. Some of
No,
the
for
best
sure.
comedian, like it's not a young man's game because you.
No, it's not
As
at
long as
all.
your brain is still functional and you can still speak, there will be a niche for you.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense that it's like, well, yeah, as you age, you have to keep up with the younger audiences. That makes sense because audiences do age out kind of, or not
Or your
age
audience
out
grows
and then
with
evolve
you.
and go into a different
Yeah.
place. Like, I don't know. But like,
if you're a trendy like type comedian, an algorithm type comedian, then that's what you'd have to do.
that's a
Yeah.
very, you find your niche and you have to stick
have
with. That's
to-
hard to pivot out of.
It
is
Or I don't
difficult.
know. I wouldn't know. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional
No,
at all.
that's how it is.
But
Like if you're
I
one of
think
the
with
ones who
women,
just
there's
does
a
the
little bit
trends,
more
Yeah.
of a. I wish I had started younger, just because the entertainment industry values youth more
yeah.
so,
True.
and so like if you're
True.
if you're
Yeah,
not
you're
if
right.
you're less fuckable because you get older, that's the whole thing. But that's also based off of the standards set before us by
No,
horrible
you're definitely
people.
right, because you
So-
have to be like a killer if you're older.
Right.
Older female comic. You
So
have to be a killer.
you know, which sucks. They shouldn't have to. It should be because the men in comedy are ugly as fuck.
Old
so
as hell.
and old as
Barely
hell
can
and
get up on that
sweaty. They
motherfucking stage.
need
What?
mobility scooters to get to the
Balls
stage.
dragging all on the floor. Like,
Yes.
come on, man, get him out
So
of here.
there's no standard of like
Pack him up.
hygiene or
Will
looks
Mills.
or
Yeah, I know. I'm
vibe
sorry.
for men, but women you got to be like the most fuckable woman in the room and
Right.
also be funny.
That shit is fucked up.
So I don't know. Not that I'm not saying that
But
Have y'all
then
heard
if
that,
you're
that
too
comedian,
hot,
though? Will Mills, he does that. He does like these videos. He just be like, pack him up. Y'all gotta watch Will Mills. Check my Instagram. He'll just do like a comedian.
Pack him up.
Pack him up. Yeah. Pack him up too. Like, it's funny as hell.
well, wait, you said you wish you would have started earlier, but I mean, before this, did you ever write
what, like,
before? Did
don't
you
get me
ever
wrong,
public
like-
speak? What was your?
I mean, yeah,
what was
like
your art?
I took creative writing in high school. I was doing like stories mostly. Like, I was super into Greek mythology. Write some old like demigod like short stories and stuff.
That's cool.
But I wouldn't have. I mean, I say that like I wish I would have started earlier, just because I probably could have. But I wouldn't have known what to talk about. It probably would have been more cringy. Like, if I probably would have started then, I probably got like more videos that I'd look back on like, oof.
Right.
Oh, I
damn,
delete all mine.
Shouldn't have put that out.
I don't post. Every time I post stuff and delete it all the time.
I'm probably yeah. I do that too.
I delete a lot of it. Yeah. I mean, I don't
post
know.
like one clip every 2 months or one clip a month.
If I had started any earlier, it would be like 2 years earlier. Like it
Yeah.
would not be
Yeah, it
like,
wouldn't
oh,
be
I
like-
wish I was in my early 20s. It would be like maybe
Yeah.
I should have started at 28
The
instead
only
of 30.
reason I say it's because
you
it's
know.
like I think Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle they started when they were like 14 and
Very
16.
young.
So I'm like, dang, that would have
Yeah.
been nice. Like, I wish I could have just been, but it's like you had to learn everything to get to where you're at. But it's like, dang, I could have been putting all my time into this. But it's like you needed all the, like you said,
Yeah.
the life experiences
Yeah.
and stuff.
I wouldn't have a personality the way I have now if I hadn't lived my 20s being the way I lived my 20s, you know. So
College definitely made me a better writer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I miss college because I was a better writer at the time.
can
Like, I
always-
wonder how stand up would have gone if I did it in college when I was just ready.
That was the thing with
to
me for comedy. I
articulate.
always liked writing, but I hated school stuff. Like, I hated what I had to write in school, so it made me not like writing. And then when I found stand up, I was like, oh, this is what I've been
this is
wanting
what I
to
want
write.
to write
Yeah,
about.
this is what I've
yeah.
been wanting to write.
Do you ever do any like sketch and like I guess what's it called? Script writing?
Screenplay? Yeah, I've been like slacking here lately, but I do got a couple of pilots that I've written. And like, trying to write one, I'm trying to write this workplace sitcom about the comedy club, like
Oh,
an
that's
office
cute.
version of like a comedy club. We'd be getting up to all kind of shenanigans in here.
That's cute.
It's all kind of crazy shit going on back there. Y'all don't even know.
What type of perspective do you want to highlight with
That's
it?
the thing. That's what I'm struggling with. And usually, like, it's so easy for me to get started and start writing. But I think because this is the first thing that I'm like actually doing the real writer's thing, like writing your life in screenwriting. I do it in stand up, but with screenwriting, it's a lot harder. But I think that's what I'm struggling with because I don't know how to attack it. I don't know if I want to do it like from a one, like there's the one person, like it's from my point of view, or do I want to do it like I like ensembles more, honestly. TV shows, I've always liked ensembles, like 30 Rock and...
I feel like ensembles still also have like two
The
central
main-
figures.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
it's-
mean?
yeah.
And then it's all the adjacent characters on that. So like a busboy perspective
Yeah.
or, you know, like a food runner perspective is fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
But
really
yeah, I
cool.
definitely got some sketches, and I do, I want to eventually, like that would be fire, write my own TV show. That's what...
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's a goal for sure.
I'd love to write a movie.
A movie.
too.
I don't really have interest in. I would do a TV show, of course, but I would love to write a movie, just to start to finish.
That's always weird how
Too.
that is. How it's like you're either
Yeah.
movie or TV. Like I'm TV.
I'm a TV
I want a
watcher,
movie.
but I would like
Yeah.
to, I think like writing a movie feels more manageable to me. Where
Gotcha.
like writing a TV show, it's kind of it builds a life of its own, where I can like start and stop something.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I can capture a moment in time versus like, this is where the story starts. I don't know where it's going to end because we got to just build season by season and things
Yeah.
like that. But that's very presumptuous that it would get picked up for a second season also. But
I just think
believe
that's
in myself,
confidence.
okay?
Nah, I
No,
got some-
that's the confidence that women need right now.
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You're a
It's
beacon of light.
2026.
You're a beacon
Oh,
of
yeah.
light.
I got y'all. Whenever I get these comedy shows made, I got y'all with a role. I got
Okay.
you.
Oh my God.
Put me
I
in.
want to be like,
I want to be the overly male-centered booker of a club, a woman booker, but being very male-centered. That would be very funny. I
oh,
think.
you'd be great.
I think I'd be
you
really
wanna
good
play-
at it.
You want to play like a...
I want to play like a misogynist woman. I know
That
how
would
to
be
play a
fire.
misogynist woman so well.
That would be fire.
I want to be like an Anna
He's so
Faris,
funny.
like a dumb character.
just straight stupid
Just
everywhere.
like, what?
I only hire boys.
What's going on? Kind of like at the, what did you say? Oh, I went to the gun store and I was like, what do
Yeah.
they sell? Like that's what I want
you
to do.
you love the like ditzy.
huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. It's
I love
so
acting.
fun.
I really
Yeah.
think this year I want to get
Wanna
more
get-
into like sketch act. Like I don't really have a lot of interest. I love writing random things, but I really love supporting somebody else's project on that. And I love just like, okay, you tell me what I'm gonna do it. I'll do anything. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. So.
I like editing a lot
Yeah,
too. Like
really?
I like when people present stuff and then I get to just take it and
Chop it
up.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
nice.
really
Yeah.
like to do that. I like to create too, but editing I feel is where I'm
Look at this.
strongest. It's where I'm strongest.
We've got
in
writer,
creating.
actor, and editor all in this. Look at that. we
Look
got
at
a
that.
collective right here. Look at all
us.
our different strengths.
Yeah, we got to get some. Oh, that's a big thing I want to try to do this year too. Is get more. I've been saying it on a bunch of episodes, so I have to. And Dalvin, he kind of held me to it yesterday. We did an episode, and he was like, "You got to have him by the spring." I guess he put me, but I'm gonna try to get up with the scene more, get sketches going because I've written a few, so I want to start putting them together.
I have some ideas too. I've been trying to write down.
Also, while
more,
y'all was
but yeah.
talking, I'm gonna let you guys. While y'all was talking about what type of roles y'all would play, I think I would always want to do just the comedic relief, but I want one gunslinger role.
Oh
where
my
I'm just Like, I'm
God.
just that demon. You know, when they're always like, they'll be talking about somebody's like, oh man, don't make them have to call in so and so. They're like, holy shit, who's so and so? And then it cuts to you just doing some crazy ass shit, yeah. And that's but like that's your breakfast. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like I'm just doing something random, and then
But you're doing it intensely, and it's scary.
and it's just something light for me though. Like I just
Ooh.
killed 6 people and then I go and bite an orange.
I
Like I'm
love
just having
that.
breakfast. Like, yeah, I want to do one of them crazy gunslinger
the wild
roles.
card, the
Yeah.
wild card
Oh, yeah.
element. That's really
What's
like the
like-
secret sauce of every show. I
Do it
feel
with like a British accent. Y'all don't
Yeah.
even, you know what I mean?
You have no idea.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
just-
God. There you should.
Straight.
Hello.
Yeah.
I wouldn't come around here anymore.
Yeah, I'm on that time.
Don't
man.
come into my saloon. I don't know. I picture you in like
might
a
do it-
cowboy hat.
Also might do it Irish.
oh.
Black Irish gangster.
Black Irish gangster.
Yeah.
I'd watch that show.
I'm just straight.
You just call it Black
That's
Irish
your
gangster.
memoir.
I'm
Black
into it.
Irish gangster.
I'm into
That'd
it.
be crazy. Black dude
That
with
should
an
be
Irish
the
accent.
Oh,
That's very
that's the
funny.
name of the show.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
That'd
very
be fire.
funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I just want to do more. Every time I do more, I just want to do more.
Yeah.
That's why I know I love this.
Oh wait, we have jokes to go over. Do we not?
Do we
Y'all got
want to
some
go over
jokes?
jokes?
I
Yeah,
have
some
a few
jokes.
I want to
Get
ask
into
you
'em, get
guys
into
because
'em.
this is a notebook I didn't open for months until today, and I was like, oh, I have never said any of these things, so I'm curious.
Okay,
ahead
I'd
and
love
grab
to.
'em.
You know, I love to punch up a joke.
Did you also bring a book?
I didn't bring a book, but I
okay.
have one off the top of my head that I was
Nice.
talking about on the phone yesterday that I think is such a funny concept, but I don't know how to present it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You start.
Okay.
You start.
You know, I used to do this, I did this a couple times, but I just can't get it to work. If you're a woman, you really only have like 2 options if a man is hitting on you and you don't want him to. You can either go, ha 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 ha, I have a boyfriend though. or you can tell him to go fuck himself. Okay? But the problem is that there are plenty of men who really get off on you telling them to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
You go,
They
fuck
like
you,
that.
dude. And they go, oh, really? She's feisty. Like, I don't know how to present this because I think it's such a funny concept because it's, how is it possible that your greatest kink is getting rejected?
Getting
Why is a woman
rejected.
being mad at you getting you off? Like,
That's some mommy issues.
it's weird. It's like a weird thing.
that's some
And I'm
mommy
like, I don't know
issues.
how to present this because I think it's such a funny thing. And I see it all the time because I'll be like, fuck you. And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, that's okay. So should I just pull out a gun? Like, what do I need to do? Do I need to murder you? I never know how to, like, where to take it from that point because it kind of just
That is
punches.
funny,
You know
though.
what I
That is
mean?
funny.
Like,
that is funny.
and I
'cause
have
that is a
stuff about
true thing.
flirting and all this other stuff. I could put it where it goes. I just don't know how to, like, wrap up the idea.
Just a little extra add to it if you do get around there. You pulling out the gun, that's like another, like, it's even worse. That's like even that's even
Right, and then I'm sorry. Do you mean the thing that men find the most arousing in the world? Guns?
Yeah.
There's nothing hotter to a man than a woman
Yeah.
holding a gun
Oh yeah, and then that ties into your other. Yeah.
Well, because like I feel okay.
because it's a replacement for their cock. They're like, oh my god, I love the way you hold that gun. Why don't you
Well,
cock it for me? It's like,
Replacement's
ugh.
a strong word. It's bigger than their cock.
Oh, that's true. That's
This is good
it's not a
riffing.
replacement.
This is good
Not
riffing
a
right
direct
now.
Yeah,
replacement.
I'm riffing.
This is good riffing
I'm on
right now.
fire, dude. I'm in the Inferno. We're in the Inferno. We're flaming up. We're flaming up.
Not a direct replacement, but a metaphor.
Yeah.
That's right.
If they understood subtext, they'd understand that that's what they're so excited about. But there's just no recourse for a woman. I'm like, should I play dead? Oh, you mean the thing that you got?
That's a great idea. We need to carry
There's-
on the blood capsules.
There's no way to do it because I remember. I also had another thing. This is actually helping me because there was also something I saw that was like this certain type of tree frog will play dead, so that way male tree frogs won't mate with it. And I shared it, and I was like, wouldn't work on human men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Word.
actually not enough. Playing dead is actually not enough.
Word to
So,
Cosmo.
what recourse do I have? I don't.
Maybe instead we need to develop a camouflaging technique like that of an octopus.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that women
We need to
become
blend into the
invisible?
walls. We need whatever the fuck that blanket is from Harry Potter. Makes
my
everyone
God.
invisible. What cloak
The
is that?
invisibility. Yeah,
It's called the
I think
invisibility
invisibility
cloak.
cloak. Yeah.
Why
I
did I
don't
think
know.
it was called anything else?
I don't know. I don't
Whatever.
ever know.
It's very
Every
straightforward.
option I come up with is that's what part of the reason I love this as a joke is because every reason you come up with to deter is another punchline.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, well, the dead thing wouldn't work because men are fucking dead women as well. This is happening. Like, this is not a deterrent. This is not a deterrent. This is not a deterrent. So maybe I just make a list of a bunch of deterrents and I just let it go and
'Cause I
double
can't
down.
think of what you could do to try and threaten or hurt a man that he wouldn't find sexy.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what the chastity belt was for. It was like, look, this is our last option.
This is my last
the
option.
only thing that worked. This is
And if you've seen men try to undo a bra, you know they're not going for the chastity belt.
plus the locks will rust up. So hey, God.
Okay, this is helpful. I'm gonna try this. I might try this at Highlands tonight.
Yeah.
Where can you
I
go?
might.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 5 minutes.
There is okay. I'll do.
I
my,
got 2 open mic options tonight, so
There is. This just reminds me of all of this. Just reminds me of 2 nights ago. I was out with Kennedy and we went to the bar by my house. And a guy comes up to me and her. We're sitting like this, and he comes up to my ear and he goes, "Smile."
whispering smile.
That's
He came up
nasty.
and he whispered, "Smile."
You know this man?
No, God, no.
Ugh.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
that's nasty.
No.
Bro. That's crazy.
He
That's
came up, and I couldn't believe
Yo,
it at
That's
first.
wild game.
Because the scenarios you're telling me about of like when you're getting serious of like,
Yeah.
no, I will fuck you. Yeah, I think I will react one way, but then when it actually happens, I'm like, wait, is this a joke? Like
It's
I've
so
done comedy too
yes.
long. I'm like, is this a joke? They're messing with me.
I laughed
So
first.
he goes, smile. And I took a sip of my drink as he said it, came out of my nose. I'm laughing into my hands, liquid in my hands. I'm laughing in his face, but to the counter. So I'm like laughing. And he sits as close to me as Dante is right now. And he sits there and I look over and he goes, and he hands out his hand and he goes, Chuck.
Hell no. Get the fuck out.
Chuck.
God.
Yeah,
you like that game I
Pack
spit
'em
at
up.
you, girl?
No, it's
Chuck.
And I
Chuck.
go,
That's crazy.
I was like, nice to meet you, Chuck. I'm Emily. I was like, I'm gonna, if you don't mind leaving me alone, I'm gonna be here with
my
my friend.
God.
And he stands up and he holds my hand. And he goes, just know you've got the smile. And I was like,
Ew.
I might
Damn,
die
that's
tonight.
nasty.
And then I got nervous because he lives in my, like, this was my
Yeah.
neighborhood bar. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And Kennedy goes, well, he's out there. Like, we were going to pass him on our way out of the bar. And so when leaving, before I left, I was like, okay, I have an idea. And I pretended to be on a phone call. And while we passed him, I grabbed her arm and I was like, hey, babe, do we have a Glock 17 or Glock 19? Because I have like the P365, like that one. But like, I
That's
just
a
wanted to
good
make sure
one.
we have both Glocks.
That's
both.
a good one.
We have got, like, I just was trying
That's
to
a good one.
loudly.
I like that one.
Because I'm like, we can let it go. I'm like, but he sort of knows where I live,
He
sort
needs
of
to
kind
know
of.
that you're strapped.
And listen, I talk like this because I'm small. I could be.
Yeah.
I'm
I can pick you up.
small. I know. Anyone could pick me up. I'd be thrown around. I am a mic stand.
Girl built like a
I
mic
talk all
stand.
this shit, and all you'd have to do is go blink in. Not having a good day. I don't know.
What joke did you have?
Funny as hell. That's the joke there. That's hilarious.
That's so funny,
good
dude.
stuff.
But it just reminds me that I'm like, what do I say to get
Chuck's
him to go
not
away?
a player name neither. You're not about to get no. You're not about to get no.
Be like, I'm Ronaldo or something cool. If
Say
at least.
Charles. Don't say
Charles. Charles is sexier than
Charles is
Chuck.
better than Chuck. Chuck is just.
Hi, my
ugh.
name's Chuck and I like to fuck. That's what you may
I
as
can
well have said.
smell the beer on his breath.
Yeah.
No,
Chuck.
he smelled like
Chuck.
cigarettes, and not in like the hot
no.
way. There's a hot way to smell
That's
like
true.
cigarette. There's a hot way
She's
to smell
right.
like anything.
She's
okay?
right.
There's a hot way to smell like anything.
The hot way to
Cigarette
smell like
smells-
anything
But
is to be hot.
This
And-
was just stale beer. He smelled like frat boy beer. What'd you say?
So the hot way to smell like anything is to just be hot.
Yeah. Don't look like
You can
shit,
smell like
and you
shit
can
if
smell
you
like
look good.
anything.
This is hilarious.
That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. Why are you lonely, guys? I don't get it.
Take a shower.
Seriously.
Oh, I got one of those net sponges.
What's
those,
that?
The net sponges that are like the loofahs, but they're really like abrasive. My skin, it's so soft. Boys, get the African net sponge. It's so good. It's like a scrubber. It's like a big towel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, listen. I'm
already got
a
one.
loofah
I know
girl.
what you're
I've been a
talking
loofah
about.
girl.
Already got one, son.
I've been a loofah
That's
girl forever, but I
crazy.
finally got the big one, and I am
My
living.
sister put me on.
Oh.
She brought some home.
Is it the same thing that the gloves are made of? Because I like
Yeah,
the
but
gloves.
it's like- it's got
even
meshy-
more coarse. It's even
It's more coarse, and it's got more holes in it, so it doesn't
It's
like
like
get
mesh.
moldy or anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
It's
dry,
so
hang it up.
good.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, so it's like a thinner?
It's like a
it's
big
real
towel
thin.
with lots of holes in it, but it's made of the
You know
loofah
that thing
material.
that you set on your under your dish rack, so that
Yeah.
it's like that almost.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it
it's
dries.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I
If you
need to
use
try
one for
that.
your face, you can feel the pores. you know?
Yes. I'm scrubbing.
crazy.
I got no old skin left on my
Did
body.
not
right now.
expect. This is
It's
the
amazing.
Inferno is a wild place, man. The Inferno, you learn some. Did not expect the white woman to be up the game on the African scrub rag. I
Listen,
did
not every white person doesn't wash their legs, okay?
Oh
I know that
my
it's like
God.
common parlance that white people don't wash their legs, and most of the time that's correct.
I wanted
This
to-
white girl washes
So
her
that's
legs
an
and
old
has
mayonnaise
been.
myth.
An old mayonnaise myth.
That's an old man.
The rocking chair. It's an old mayonnaise myth.
It's an old white wives' tale.
No, here's the thing. I know enough white people to tell you that most of them are not washing their legs. So it is correct. It is a correct
Oh,
criticism.
shit.
But I remember hearing from a young age that people who were not white were saying, ew, white people don't wash their legs. And I was like, I'm not going to be.
Not gonna be one of those.
Do you remember the internet roasting Taylor Swift for not washing her legs?
No.
I feel like this was like two years ago, but also COVID. Time is warped.
Time is
I don't
warped.
know if I'm even here right now. Okay,
don't.
I'm a little confused on
It's
the
true.
timeline. But I feel like that Taylor Swift was like roasted a few years ago for that, and
I believe it.
Do you remember this?
I
Sounds
believe
right.
that.
Whatever. We're just gonna
Liking
skip
Taylor
it.
Swift is MAGA coded now, by the way.
Oh, that was not the point. The point was to
Wait, before you do your joke, can I tell you this? Because it was the funniest thing in the world. I went to it was that vision board party that we had at Joanna's house, and my friend Megan was there, and all the girls, we're probably like 20 women in there, and we're all sitting around, we're like pulling things out of magazines to put on our little vision boards. And my friend Megan goes, "Oh, girls, there's a huge picture of Taylor Swift if anyone's interested." And silence fell on the room. Nobody, and then we all started
Correct
laughing.
answer.
We were like, "Oh my God, is this the first vision board party ever where Taylor Swift wasn't included?" She would be so mad to know that white women have also turned on her. That's crazy.
Failed. She's done.
I love it.
Packed
Also, she
up.
was like, she was like, "Great, you all passed the test." It was so
Just
funny.
seeing who was lame. Just seeing who was
What
on-
a weird-
Was that not your joke, that story?
What?
The Chuck
That
story
Chuck
was not your
story?
story?
No, it wasn't.
you
Your
gotta-
story
you don't
made
do
me
that
think
one?
about that.
Well,
You don't do that as a bit?
You should.
You got to write that. We got to make sure we.
Well, you're a
we got to make sure we
storyteller.
record this.
Yeah,
Hey, you got to go back and put that one down
Then
on paper.
I'll
That's
need
funny as hell.
something I have a hard time with that maybe your story writing or storytelling type of writing I could consult with you about, because I have a hard time telling stories because I feel like the audience is getting bored so quickly. Like I have a hard
Yeah,
time.
that is the hard part.
I don't have a hard time with silence. I have a hard time with building a story. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd rather go.
Yeah,
Like
you wanna
all right,
punch.
You just gotta throw the,
try
you just gotta throw the jokes in the story, like in the.
to nest it in.
Yeah.
But and then I
like
mean,
say the story is 1, 3, 5. Throw the joke 2, 4.
but
Like,
see,
that way it's-
I'll go to 2 and then I'll sprint off to 48.
Gotcha.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Like I have
Yeah.
a hard time. I mean,
You
'cause
aren't
I-
not in a
that's
mean
if
way.
you're
You're not
telling-
being patient
yeah.
enough with the rollout of the joke
Yeah.
to that makes
Because
sense.
then
You're
if
abandoning
the
it.
first one doesn't land in your joke, like in your story joke, if that doesn't land, you're like, ah, shit, there's kind of like a long time till the next joke. Well, okay, yeah.
Like, because have you ever lost confidence in a joke midway
Oh, yeah,
through?
all
and
the
like,
time.
and the
Constantly.
way
It's over. It's over.
I mean,
Constantly.
the joke
I-
could be funny, but your spirit's broke.
Oh my god! Just the second
You're
I
sitting
started
there
like.
delivering it with a tear coming down your cheek.
Yes, because you're like, well, I don't. Oh
That's
no.
Black Bear. That's Black Bear Tavern. That's how that show
That
is.
is Black Bear Tavern.
That
Oh, I
shit starts off.
love
You start
Black
off
Bear
so
Tavern.
confident and funny, and get it's
You go,
smaller and
God,
smaller
I
and-
really am glad that this one guy at the bar is liking me, but everyone else wishes I was dead right now.
Start the joke off like this, and then as you just as soon
I'm
as you
going,
start to
do you
get
guys, wear condoms?
I just like.
looking at the ground. I look at the ground
wears
so much at
condoms in
Black Bear
here?
Tavern. But I love that show though. It's the best one.
I know,
Like, 'cause
it's
you
really,
work
it's so
everything out.
humbling. And that's like the
It's a
worst review for a
great
show is to
brand.
That's
say
the
it's
show that you
humbling.
go
But
do
yes.
when you think you've been killing. I've been getting booked and getting all
yeah.
these
I
spots.
I literally
then go
told
do
him, I
that.
was like, I've had a really good weekend. Please let me do Black Bear. Please let me do
Yes.
Black Bear. I need to
Yes.
remember that this
We
actually
gotta
is
get-
embarrassing
what
and it
was that
sucks.
joke? Because that's
Oh,
we
yes,
gotta
please.
find Chuck. The Chuck that is funny.
Oh.
But what is the joke?
Yeah, what's
though?
the joke?
Well,
You got one with Chuck. for
okay,
sure.
this one vibe change. This one has to do with cancer, but it's funny.
Beautiful.
So grow up. Fucking grow. Where my cancer head's at. Okay. If I got cancer, I'd die from missing my chemo appointments before I die from the illness itself. Because you can't give the type B friend cancer. They're not going to make it. You have to schedule my surgery. Forget it. I'm going out for a cigarette. Oh, well.
Oh, that's already good.
Oh, this one's silly. This is so okay. So here's one of my jokes that I don't think is funny, but it is cute.
Okay.
And it goes with it of like the U.S. healthcare system has so many hoops to jump through. It feels like an enrichment activity.
That's cute.
Isn't that darling?
That is cute. You're like a little dog.
You'll get some.
Not
that's
all
gonna get
stand
some
up is
clapter.
funny, guys.
You're gonna get
Sometimes
some
just
clapter
cute.
on that. You're gonna get
Yeah.
some
Oh, I
clapter.
fucking hate
Yeah.
clapter. That makes me so sad.
They're gonna go-
But
They're gonna give you
whenever
some snaps
but
for that one.
sometimes when you're just talking that shit though, it feels good. Like when you say something
Sometime- yeah.
prominent, like something like that, like yeah.
Yeah.
If you have
That's
if you have an
good.
audience that likes wordplay, that's also fun. They
Yeah.
love a little metaphor or whatever. But I think you could move that up earlier to there and then keep talking about missing appointments.
That makes sense.
Being
That
like,
always-
oh, you
that's
can't give
what
the
I
thing.
done.
There's too many hoops to jump through. I consider jumping through. That's an enrichment activity for an ADHD person or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now this. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
course.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And this one, just okay. I don't even know if this is a joke, but this is something I want to ask you guys because I have not really asked anyone this. When we're like, especially around Thanksgiving and the holidays, where we're like gathering, like donating food and stuff. Do you ever get self-conscious of what you donate to the food bank?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel embarrassed of what you donate? Like, I don't know. Like, is this tasty? Like, will anyone eat this? Will anyone like this? They like
Are they going to
this.
be like these?
Yeah,
rich
I think
like
you do
real-
that when you donate anything though. You're
Yeah,
Just
like,
anything.
That's true.
I
I'm
feel
like, is
bad.
this good
Is this
enough?
too shitty to give away?
Yes.
Is it too, yeah,
Is this
and
too
like,
shitty to give away is a
that-
big one.
exactly.